In those days, the weather was always warm and sunny.
The flowers were always in bloom, the crops were always ready for harvest. The goddess Demeter tended the countryside like a garden, planting seeds, watering the green grass, and encouraging the trees to put forth their first leaves that blossom and fruit.
Come on, little teddy bear, don't be shy. Come and enjoy the warm sun. Come on.
While Demeter worked, he little daughter Persephone played in the woods with the violets and zinnias.
At the end of the day, mother and daughter walked and singing, laughing, and talking together.
Oh, Persephone, you're my most favorite creature in the whole world. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Oh, Mother, there's no need to ever worry. I will always be by your side. Happy Persephone, happy to meet her. Life is good.
Hades was not so lucky. All he was a god was another on top of Mount Olympus, in the halls of cloud and sunlight,
or on the earth among the trees and fields. Here's the kingdom of the dead and lived in darkness and bitter cold. Not one ray of sunshine ever found its way down into those echoing caverns and tunnels.
Dang! So cold down here. How did I get stuck being god of the underworld? How could I be Hades, god of the sea, or Hades, messenger of God, or Hades, god of music? No, I had to be cool and chose god of the underworld. Well, at least I have a cool dog.
But worse than either was the loneliness. Hades tried to find a wife, but nobody wanted to give the sunshine, the flowers, or the glittering sea to live in Hades' dismal kingdom beneath the ground.
Sometimes Hades would climb to the brim of the underworld and peep out the girls and women playing in the sun.
Hey there! Would you be interested in being the wife of a god?
I like that very much indeed. What god are you talking about?
Well, it's actually I, Hades, god of the underworld.
Yeah, no thanks.
Hey there, people. Would you be interested in being the wife of a god?
Why, of course I would. Who wouldn't want to be married to God living above Mount Olympus and in the bright sunshine? Heaven. Are you a god?
Oh, forget it.
Then one day, Hades saw Persephone picking violets in the woods. She looked so beautiful, just about broke his heart.
That's the one. How beautiful she is. She's the one for me.
Hades knew Demeter would ever get her daughter to him, so he hatched a plan.
One day, as Persephone was picking flowers, Hades snatched her and carried her off to the underworld. Who are you? What do you want with me? Help me, somebody! Help me, mother!
Don't cry. I shall make you my queen. I shall give you all the riches. Gold, silver, gems. You have the love of a king. What more do you want?
What more do I want? I want to go home. I want my mother. Your riches mean nothing to me.
But Hades was deaf to hear her cries. They reached the ravine where the earth meets the underworld. Darkness closed around them. Hades reached home with his captive wife.
Meanwhile, up on earth, Demeter came looking for her daughter at the end of the day.
Persephone, darling, it's time to go home. Persephone, darling, really, it's time to go home. This is strange. This is very strange indeed. Oh, Demeter, something terrible has happened. Hades has stolen Persephone and has taken her to be the bride in the underworld. I will ask Zeus for his help. Zeus!
What? Hades has taken my daughter and bring her back to the underworld. Make her give him back.
Hades is taking your daughter by force? You should not have done that. But again, then, I'm so lonely down there.
If I don't get my daughter back, how will I go decking the earth with fruit and flowers? I only do that of joy. Without Persephone, there is no joy. Let the earth die, mother, for all I care.
Zeus shivered at the thought. The little people down on earth would quickly stop paying tribute to the gods if their crops stopped growing and their trees died.
Of course I'll help you, dear sister, but it's not up to me. There are rules. If Persephone eats anything while she is in the underworld, she cannot come back to earth. That's the rule.
Then send your messenger this instant.
Hermes, come here this instant!
I just never spoke a word.
Persephone has been taken against her will to the underworld. You must go and fetch her back. These facts.
Part 2, the underworld.
Eat, oh fair one.
I'm too miserable to eat.
But you have made my kingdom so bright and cheerful. You must eat, my dear.
I'd rather die than eat your food.
Here, try a little something. Look at this pomegranate. Look at its tiny seeds. What harm could that do?
I hate it here. I miss my mother. Why don't you let me go? How can you stand all this creepiness?
Noble Hades, Zeus the Almighty commands you to let Persephone go.
Too late, too late.
What do you mean too late?
She ate my pomegranate seeds. Yes, yes.
Have you eaten any of these?
She has. I gave her 12 and she ate 6. She is mine forever.
Only 6? What difference does that make?
Hades, you are rotten. Persephone, there is a rule, you see. Since you have accepted Hades' hospitality by eating his food, you must stay here forever.
And hate you forever, Hades. You tricked me.
But I only stayed because I was so lonely, and I thought you began to love me too.
Never! I want my mother!
Listen, let me go and tell Zeus what has happened. Let him decide.
Whoa, it's already gone?
Yes, it's probably his shoes.
Zeus had declared that since you only ate 6 of the pomegranate seeds out of 12, you have to stay for 6 months in the kingdom of the dead. But for the other 6 months, you will live on earth with your mother.
And that is why in spring and summer the flowers bloom, then leaves and fruit.
Then Demeter's happily tending the earth like a garden with her beloved daughter at her side. But in autumn, Persephone must travel back down to the underworld to keep her bargain with Hades.
Trees drop, crops wither and die. The earth becomes cold and gray. Demeter is missing her daughter.